Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I'm covering my TBR for the Skellington Read-a-thon. So, this time I chose a book for each prompt because I love this time of year. I love reading spooky books, and all of mine are spooky books. Like I said before, and I stressed in the other video, is you don't have to read spooky books if you want to do this read-a-thon. I will post down below the original read-along video so you guys can go watch that. So, here we go. Let's get started. Now, the first one was pertaining to the fact that The Nightmare Before Christmas started, it was a poem, and the movie came from that poem. So, number one was a book that is wrote in verse. And the one that I chose for this is I Heart You, You Haunt Me by Lisa Schroeder. I know nothing about this book, and I'm not going to read anything about it, but by the looks of the cover, one of them is a ghost because he looks more translucent. So yeah, I Heart You, You Haunt Me by Lisa Schroeder. That's for that prompt. The second prompt is referring to Jack's clothes being black and white. So a book with black and white on the cover, and I chose The Pariah by Graham Masterton. I've had this book forever, but you guys, I told you before that Graham Masterton is one of my favorite paranormal horror writers, so I chose that one. Look at that cover, it's just creepy. Alright, number three, we're talking about how The Nightmare Before Christmas, the poem only had three major characters, and that was Jack, Zero, and the Santa Claus, because he went to Christmas Town. So for book number three, you have to read a book with three prominent characters, and I chose Mr. Creature for that. Our three prominent characters are Mr. Creature, Billy, and Dr. Frankenstein. So I am looking forward to this so much. I did talk about this a little bit in most anticipated reads. In this book, you've got Billy, who is like the bad kid. He's a pickpocket, a thief, and whatever, and he meets up with Mr. Creature, and he finds out that Mr. Creature was promised a bride, but from Dr. Frankenstein. So these two kind of form this relationship, this friendship, and they're going to go get what is due to Mr. Creature. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I also told you how it felt like it was a little more middle grade just by looking at the cover. So we'll see, but I'm really looking forward to that one. Number four, we're talking about how Jack goes to Christmas Town. So we're going to read a Christmas book. And that one for me is called The Christmas Bell. And this is by L.A. Divider. I don't know how you say his last name. So you guys can see it on the screen. And this one sounded pretty good. I didn't get too in-depth, but there is like an ornament that's found up in the attic, and I think it's supposed to be haunted, and we'll go from there with that, but I'm really looking forward to that one. Number five, we're talking about Sally, how she's kind of like a doll in the store in the movie. So number five is a book about dolls or puppets or stuffed toys or any of those where they are involved in the story, and I chose The Dollhouse Murders. This is by Betty Wren Wright, and the copy that I got was the 35th anniversary edition, and I love it. This is a very small book. It'll probably take me a few hours to read it, but this is something about a dollhouse and the figures inside, and they begin moving or something to that effect. I didn't get too much into it, but look at that cover. That cover is gorgeous. So number six is about the clown character, Tear Away the Face Clown or something like that. So it is a book with clowns, the circus, carnival, anything with that in the title, any of that stuff. And I chose Clown in the Cornfield, and this is by Adam Caesar, maybe, I think it's called, or Caesar, I'm not for sure. I know nothing about this. I did not look up the synopsis. I've seen this a couple times on BookTube, and so I decided I wanted to read that one. Number 7 is that this poem came out in 1993. So for the prompt, we're going to read a book that was published in the 90s. And I chose Bag of Bones by Stephen King. And this is the one where you've got Mike, who is a writer, and his wife dies. And he begins having nightmares. And those nightmares are keeping him from wanting to even write more. But he wants to figure out what happened to his wife. I read this book once before, twice before maybe, and saw the movie and really enjoyed the movie as well. So I'm going to read this one. I might end up watching the movie as well. So we'll see what happens with that. But I really, really, really love this book. You don't hear a whole lot about this one by Stephen King, but I think it was masterfully written. Okay, number 8. As we can tell, Jack Skellington has no eyes, and here he is up here. You can see that it's just 2 black circles. So we're going to read a book that has eyes on the cover, and I chose Just Like Mother by Anne Hetzel. Don't know anything about this book either. I just know that it's thriller horror, so I'm going to try to enjoy that one. Number 9 is going to do with Zero, so the prompt is a book with a dog. Simple enough, and I chose Cujo. So, woo, 2 Stephen King books for the month of October. This is another one. I watched the movie, did not read the book, so now I want to read the book and see if it's better than what the movie is. Yeah, look at that cover. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that one because I absolutely love the movie. And then the last one, we're going to talk about all those spooky ghosts you see in Halloween Town. And so number 10's prompt is a book with ghosts, or it's paranormal, or it's haunted houses, or ghost town. Anything has to do with ghosts or paranormal. And I chose The Cairo Hunt by Darcy Coates. I got this one on my Kindle not too long ago. Again, I don't know a whole lot about the book. I want to go in this season knowing a little bit less so that I can just get that apprehension build up and all the creepiness and all that stuff. So those are the books that I am reading for the Nightmare Before Christmas / Jack Skellington Read-a-thon. Like I said, guys, they don't have to be horror books. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to join on this read-a-thon, because I'd like to have as many people as possible joining. And if you do videos, let me know if you got a video up or whatever down in the comments, and I'll come watch. But that is it for this video. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.